Hello, we are live on StreamYard on my YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And today we're talking about why would you even use StreamYard? Why would you live stream? What is the benefit? Is there anything beneficial about doing all this? And why choose StreamYard in general? Live streaming is a great tool to be able to talk to your audience and them talk back to you. And it's a really great way to be able to create awesome longer form content that you can then chop up into something smaller. Why would I want to live stream versus just record? Well, when your audience gets to talk to you and directly talk to you, you get to talk to them back. And I think that's pretty cool. We get to talk to one another and they can make comments. We can interact. You can see I'm a real human being. I have real flaws and I have a real dog that pops up from time to time, just like everybody else. And it makes it more intimate. You get to have a personal connection right here on the live stream. How can I repurpose the live stream? Once this is done, the best thing about this is the fact that I can chop up this content into smaller bite-sized bits. Usually I try to stick to around a minute in those bite sizes. I can create a vertical video with it, and then I can push that out, and I've created one 30-minute conversation, maybe with myself or with somebody else, that then can be chopped up into multiple things. And I just created all my content for the month without having to go live multiple times. And I think that is just the coolest thing. And if anybody does comment, you can click on the comments and it can pull up. So Darren LaCroix asked about flaws. Flaws, yes, Darren, I have flaws. Thank you very much. What? Yeah, they're real. I've got a scar right here on my lip. I don't, you probably can't see it. And then my friend over Heartstorm Media. Hey, Heartstorm Media. Hey. Well, come back when you can, Fran. Nice to see you here. But what's really cool is you can also have guests on. So I have a guest waiting in the back screen, and I'm going to bring him on and show you a little bit about it because I think this is like the coolest feature. So, coming to the stage live with Anime Gray is Mr. Ford Steak.
Hey
Hey,
everybody,
Ford.
I'm so glad to be here coming to you from back in Orlando Airport. So it may be live, but Amanda, anytime I have an opportunity, I just have to do it. So I'll mute myself, but I'm glad that you can use me as an option to show people what you can really do with StreamYard.
You're making it all the fun stuff. This is cool though because you can see how I can change the angles too. See? How cool is that? This is what I think is amazing about StreamYard is you get to do a lot of cool, fun things with it. Ford, thank you for coming on and being my, I'm going to call you a test dummy, dare I say.
Well, I've been called a dummy, so that's the nicest thing I've been called. So I'll take it.
Fair enough. Well, I hope this answers some questions for everybody to see what going live is all about. And if you have other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Let us know. I'm sure Ford would love to answer all your questions as well.
Well, Amanda, where can people go? So I'm just curious. Let's say you're new to live streaming and you want to really understand how to do this without being in an airport, being loud, by the way. But where can the listeners and viewers go to learn more about this from you? Like, I know you have an affiliate link that you should share with the people if they're interested in doing that. So hopefully do that. And for those of you watching this live or the replay, make sure you comment below because Amanda is always sharing great tips on how to leverage the power of video and marketing.
That's right. I try. So you can go to StreamYard. I just posted the link. I think it's in YouTube, but I will also go ahead and post it on the others after it is finished. And I believe there's a new feature on StreamYard that actually automatically you can click it and it comes up in all the descriptions for you because they want more people to come use it and they know when people see it, they're going to want it, which is awesome. So you can check out my YouTube channel, Amanda May Gray, and that'll tell you more about it. Of course, you can ask any questions or email me, amanda@amandaMayGray.com, and you can find out all the things. And I just wanted to give a shout out to my friend Chris. Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming by. Ford has something else. Yes, Ford?
So Amanda, one of the things is we started going live Wednesdays at 11 o'clock on Fortify Live per your instructions, right? One of the things we figured out is you can broadcast it, and then it's really important to pre-schedule it and then actually market to it to get people on your live stream. Is that what you do?
Yes, yes. So I think it's super important to pre-schedule. That alerts your audience, whether you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever destination you might choose. It's almost like giving them a calendar invite or an event invite. They can see the title, they can see the description, they can see when it goes live. So they'll get an alert when it does come up if they click that they want to. I think it's attend is the word we use. We can attend our live streams and you can see it come up and it'll tell you on your phone, oh, hey, Amanda's live. And then if you do that, your people know and get that reminder. Plus, they know in advance. This particular stream, I just kind of popped up, and here we are. If you didn't know about it, you didn't know, and I just appeared on your feed. Hey.
Now, what are some ways that you use this to repurpose content? So, obviously you do a lot of different things. You work with brands. What are some things that once you've gone live and you've got a replay, you've got this video recording now, right? What do you do to repurpose the recording? You turn it into a podcast? Are you slicing it up and using it on Facebook or TikTok? What else are you doing with the live broadcast that you do?
Absolutely. So I particularly use this as a video podcast usually. I am interviewing somebody else about a certain topic. I've got a handful of podcasts that I work with this platform on, and it allows them to have not just the audio, but also the video. So it goes out live, and then you can download just the audio, or you can download both the video and the audio recording, which is super cool. So if you're doing a podcast, I think it is a mistake if you are not capturing the video. You capture that video, whether you're live or not. It's there if you don't want to, but go live, have it out there, download the audio recording, upload it to your podcast networks, and poof, it goes out to all the places on the audio, but you also have that video. Why I think it's a mistake is because this video is where everybody's going. People want to see video, right? Like right now, we are live on my YouTube channel. We are live on my LinkedIn. We are live on my Facebook. All of those destinations are popping right up and you can see it on all of them. So I don't have to worry about it. It's already there. I didn't have to do anything extra. I didn't have to download this video and then put it back up. But now that I have this long form content, I can then take it and chop it up into smaller sections. So what I like to do is find about a 60, anywhere from 30 to 90 seconds, and at least 5 per 30-minute. I call it an episode. And then that content, I will create typically a vertical video with it with some other editing software, put up the captions on it, and then put that out on TikTok, put it out as a YouTube short, put it out on LinkedIn Reels. So I'm taking this one-time thing and I'm able to then convert it for you into a multitude of platforms and multitude of content. This is absolutely, in my humble opinion, the best way to get content out there regularly without the stress of regularly creating content. It takes away the time. It takes away the what am I going to wear? Let me do my hair. Not that everybody has to do their hair, but some of us do. We have to think about these things. So it sets you up one time and it creates multiple content for multiple places.
What about captions? When you repurpose it, do you go back and turn on captions? Because they say most people are watching video on their phones. Again, sorry if you tuned into this live stream. I'm actually in the Outback in Orlando at Gate 74D, but I saw she was going live, and I'm like, hey, I want to go live with Amanda. So are you turning captions on afterwards, or is there a way to turn captions on when you go live?
It depends on the destination. There is a way to turn it on live depending on the destination. If you need to turn it on afterwards, that's absolutely fine. In the short form video that I create, I add captions onto it. I think it's imperative to be adding captions as well. You want people to be able to watch it however is most convenient to them. What's really cool is you can be sitting in an airport watching a video and reading the captions without disturbing other people or not being able to hear it because it is loud. The captions add in that extra layer, and if you have an accent, if you say something fast, people can read along with you. I am not a huge TikTok fan inherently because not many of them use the captions and they're kind of small, they're kind of hard to read. I love watching videos on silent mode and reading along. I can't help myself. I watch videos on not silent mode and read along. right? So the captions are a great way to capture people's attention and meet them where they are, wherever that might be, literally in an airport or anywhere else.
So tell the listeners that might be new, what are the shows that you go live on? Like, what is your identity? When someone says Amanda May Great is blank, what is the blank? What is that? What type of expert would you consider yourself your identity?
Yeah, so I'm the founder of a media company. My media company is blueplate.io. I'm all about video production, whether that's live streaming, creating short stream content, whether that's creating training videos for corporations, if that's creating videos to give tutorials on your website on how to do something or on somebody's phone. A lot of times it can be very difficult to relay a message so that it is consistent and clear. And creating video is a great way to do that. So I help brands create these videos, but I also have found that having great videos also requires branding. So if you don't have branding, if you don't have that consistent look and feel across all your platforms, you're not going to come across quite as professional, quite as serious, quite as established. So I help people create that branding as well if that's something that they need, so that when we do stuff, it's your colors, it's your fonts, it's your images, it's your logos. So like on this, on StreamYard, I can come in here and I can put my brand up here and it's always up there. Or I can take it away if I want to. And that helps make sure that you know that this is always that consistent thing. And I just think I like that part. I like the branding part as well. So I do a little bit of both, whatever the video might be.
And don't you think that it's really important when somebody's thinking about going live is that they plan ahead, right? And so they either have a show, like for my show at Fortify Live, I go live Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Shameless plug, right? But it's on business success. It's okay. I mean, if you're going to do it, right, you got to do it, right?
Might as well.
But it's also good to go live like you did, where you just decided you were doing some training for Stage Time University as a guest faculty member for Darren LaCroix's Stage Time University for those speakers that are trying to expand their business. And you did a special session, and now you went live to show people. Now, don't you think that people should go live for, I've always heard 12 to 15 to 20 minutes, because it takes a while for people to get notified that you're live. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's the thing with all these systems is it does take a minute for people to realize it's there, which is why it's great that there's always going to be recording when you go live. You do want to pre-plan, and that's why it's great to schedule the live in advance so that people know it's coming, so they know to come and watch it with you live. And it will alert them. It's going to tell you. It's going to pop up. You probably had a pop-up on your phone that's like, this person's going live. And you're like, who are they? What's happening? What did I subscribe to now? But yes, you do want to pre-plan. You want to know what you're going to talk about, and you can set yourself up for better success that way.
And what about, can you show the captions or can you show a comment? I was trying to type one, but I can't do it on my phone. Like, did anybody comment yet where you can show people how the comments show up?
Oh, yeah, check this out. Alexandre Mott said, I came here because of the alert. Oh, see? Alexandre, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And then my other friend Cheryl said, I want to use video like a boss this year. And guess what, Miss Cheryl Bonchamino? You can. Also, if you're in the Atlanta area and you need a realtor, she's your girl. She's your home girl. She's awesome. I love it, Cheryl. Very good at what she does. But yeah, you can see these things pop up right. I think that's so cool. And I can type back to you specifically for YouTube. I don't think it works for all of the destinations, but I'm sure it will come. But yeah, you can see those comments live. You can talk back to people. Talk back. You know what I mean?
I think you're talking about me. So what are some tips? So what would you say are some tips before you go live, things that you should do while you're live, and then after? So before, during, and after, what are your thoughts around that?
Before you're live, step one, set up your branding. So if you are looking, you could see I just switched the camera view and there's this like marbly blue background. That is something that you can actually customize. And you want to go in advance and choose what background might show up. They have some presets on StreamYard. So now it's this darker black with some, I think it's leaves, or I've got this bright, colorful one. I like this marbly look. I just do. That's the one I go with. You also want to make sure you're adding in your colors. So you can choose what color specifically our names are. So you want to come in beforehand and choose that color. So maybe you have a darker color. that you use. You're going to want to use the exact hex, which is the color code, and you can just plop that right in there. Then you can also choose the bubbles, which style you want to do. I like bubble. That's what it's called. I just think it looks cool. You can also choose if the display names are on. You can choose if your logo appears or doesn't appear, like it just disappeared, and it can disappear while you're doing things if you want. You can start your show with it on, take it off. You can also do some different overlays. So I used to have, or I do have, it's still here. Okay, cool. My first podcast was Yes You May with Amanda May Gray. So I had a little overlay. And what I did was I created actually a few different sizes of that overlay depending on what was going on. So you want to come in here and you want to do all of those presets. And if you have somebody coming on, you can also create banners if you know set questions you're going to ask in advance, like why should I live stream? You can put that in beforehand so you're not having to think about it on the fly. You also can create tickers, that little scrolling thing at the bottom. So you can preset that in there. But what's really cool is say I want this, how do I live stream to say something else? How do I live stream with forward question mark? You can save that. You can do it on the fly if you need to, and it'll come up. So you can customize this as you want. So that's what I would do before. Going live. Kind of have an idea what you're going to say, have something planned out, but generally shake it out, relax, take some deep breaths, make sure you have a water handy, and just think of this like a conversation, just like we're having here. Once you are, see, look at you, so prepared. Once you are live, then just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Let it go. Let it do what it wants to do. Talk to your people. Pay attention to what's going on the right-hand side. Or if this is something that you're like, I'm really uncomfortable with it, get somebody to help you out. That's a possibility too, and I can help you with that, of course. I'm going to hide this. We're going to change it as well. And then after your live streaming is done, what you want to do is then download that recording and then chop it up. That's a whole nother explanation on how to chop it up and what programs that you can use. I've been using CapCut lately. It's a great program. Let me do the captions. Let me change the size. It's a fun program that I've been adding into. I'm looking at some of the AI-powered ones, so there's a lot of cool stuff out there. I mean, the choices are like endless, so that's the hard part. But and just push it out there, chop it up, push it out there, get people to see what we're doing. And then if you want to talk to Ford or see Ford's show, you get to go to Fortify.tv. Ta-da! How cool is that?
So it's really interesting because we're doing this on Darren McCoy's Stage Time University. And Darren's a master. If you guys don't know who Darren is, Google him. Darren LaCroix, or go to stagetimeuniversity.com and check out what they have to offer there. But one of the things is, done is more profitable than perfect. So I just did my show, and at first I used StreamYard, and I didn't schedule things properly, and I went live, and it worked. And the next time I got a little bit better, and now I'm using more of the features, right? And so even though I have a really sophisticated setup with vMix, it was a lot better to do this. And like today, I'm probably talking really loud. I'm probably that guy in the airport, but I don't care, right? So they haven't kicked me out yet. So anyway, back to you, Amanda. I just appreciate you allowing me to come in as a guest. I know it's easier for you to demonstrate what this can do when you actually have another person on the line.
It really is, and it's just so cool to see all the features of it, because if it was just me by myself or you by yourself, that's a little bit more boring. But when you change it up, you're keeping your listener engaged and you're keeping them interested. So being able to have those features on the fly, and frankly, then you don't have to do as much editing on the back end. That is worth the price of StreamYard a month. Hands down. It is worth it just for the streaming to multiple destinations, so you don't have to do that on the back end, but it is worth it for all this editing feature too, because you can totally just come in here, record a piece of content with these features, and then put it on your website, send it to a client, do something else with it without having to then learn how to put on overlays, it's going to minimize and maximize all at the same time. That's a good phrase right there. But yes, we are on StagetimeUniversity.com. Check that out with Darren LaCroix. He is bomb.com.
And so I'm going to leave you to leave whatever closing thoughts, because this is your show. But thanks for allowing me to join.
Well, I appreciate you hopping on. Nice to see you. Good luck with your flight.
See you soon.
Absolutely. and he's off. Dun da da da. So that gives you a good overview, hopefully, of what StreamYard is. If you have other questions, if you want to know some more information, please feel free to check me out. Hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up at amanda@amandamayegray.com. Check out my website if you're interested in getting some more features or getting a little bit more to know about me. It's just, I'm going to type it in here. Although, to be fair, this is a brand new website, so all you SEO expert friends of mine out there, don't hate on me for it just yet. Please, pretty please. I appreciate you all. I hope you guys have a great day. Look forward to seeing more live streams in 2023 with all of you. Bye.